Viola Davis is front and center in G20, literally throwing herself into the action, leading a killer cast and making movie magic happen. Today on Collider, we tell you everything behind the scenes of the film. Let's get started. In G20, Viola Davis steps into an entirely new kind of role, one that fuses the gravitas of a world leader with the grit of an action hero. As President Danielle Sutton, Davis finds herself in the middle of a full-scale terrorist takeover during the G20 summit in Cape Town, South Africa. Global leaders are taken hostage, and chaos erupts within what should be one of the most secure diplomatic events in the world. But instead of waiting for special forces or relying on her security team, President Sutton becomes the counterattack. She fights back hard. Davis fully embraced the physical demands of the role, performing most of her own stunts. "I did almost all of it, believe it or not," she told Entertainment Weekly. "I'm a masochist. I needed some fun at this point in my life." This wasn't just a creative departure for Davis, it was personal. She explained that the role awakened a childhood sense of adventure. "Little Viola had the most fun. I always wanted to play with the biggest boys and pretend to take them down. I was that kid. I wasn't afraid. Everything else seemed boring to me, and it shows." President Sutton is more than just a political figure. She's a former military vet and a devoted mom who uses everything in her arsenal to survive. From kitchen fights using frying pans to dodging bullets and outmaneuvering highly trained mercenaries, Sutton becomes a force of nature. Davis brings an emotional weight to the role, grounding the high-octane action in humanity and purpose. The movie draws on classic action influences like Die Hard and Olympus Has Fallen, but Davis and the creative team wanted to flip the script. President Sutton isn't a passive figure waiting to be rescued. She is the rescue. The film cleverly plays with this idea of underestimated power. A middle-aged woman, often dismissed or underestimated in action tropes, turns out to be the most capable person in the room. With G20, Davis isn't just expanding her own range, she's expanding what leadership and heroism can look like on screen. She delivers a performance that is fierce, vulnerable, and entirely unforgettable. It's not just an action movie, it's a redefinition of the action genre. And let's not forget the stunt coordination. Viola Davis trained alongside a team of seasoned professionals to bring realism to President Sutton's fight scenes. She got bruised, thrown into walls, and even dragged by wires, but she was game for all of it. "I got thrown into walls, fell downstairs, got yanked around by wires. I was like, am I 25 again?" She laughed in an interview. At the G20 summit, Viola Davis made it clear, "I love seeing women being capable." She continued, "I love challenging notions of what a leader should look like and what a superhero would look like. I like surprising people, and I felt like this was a surprise and a super fun movie that everyone could watch." Her words reflect Viola's passion for breaking barriers and reimagining the roles women can play in both real life and on screen. Production kicked off in early 2023, but was briefly delayed due to the SAG-AFTRA strike. Despite the pause, the team wrapped filming by spring 2024, an impressive feat considering the scale of the action and the intricacies of the set work involved. Let's talk movie magic now. G20 is set in the visually striking city of Cape Town, South Africa, a location that instantly adds a global high-stakes tone to the film. But while Cape Town serves as the story's backdrop, many of the dramatic visuals, including the Grand Diamond Hotel where much of the action unfolds, aren't actually real. That luxurious fortress perched on the hill is a total movie invention. It was a fictional summit venue, created using a combination of studio sets and visual effects. To pull this off, the production team used a smart blend of real-world South African locations and detailed set construction. While exterior establishing shots were filmed on location in Cape Town to lend the film authenticity, most of the movie's action scenes were filmed on large sound stages. These controlled environments allowed the filmmakers to stage complex fight sequences and tightly choreographed action scenes with safety and precision. Then, using CGI, they stitched together real and artificial elements to make the Grand Diamond look like a massive, fortified complex nestled in the cityscape. Cape Town itself played a big role in setting the tone. Its blend of natural beauty, modern architecture, and complex socio-political history gave the film an edge that wouldn't have come from a generic, nondescript city. Viewers familiar with the city will spot aerial shots of Table Mountain and the harbor, but the story's intensity stays mostly locked inside the invented summit location, keeping the tension claustrophobic and focused. Behind the camera was director Patricia Riggin, known for helming emotionally driven dramas like The 33 and Miracles from Heaven. For G20, she kept the pacing tight and the visuals sharp, ensuring that every scene hit with emotional and physical weight. The writing team, which included Caitlin Parrish, Erica Weiss, and the Miller brothers brought together themes of leadership, survival, and family into a script that balanced dialogue-heavy moments with explosive action. While G20 is anchored by Viola Davis's powerhouse performance as President Danielle Sutton, the film's supporting cast brings just as much heart, intensity, and chemistry to the screen. From her on-screen family to the international ensemble playing world leaders, every actor brings something unique to this high-stakes political thriller. Let's start with Marsai Martin, who plays Serena Sutton, the president's teenage daughter. Best known for her role on Black-ish, Martin takes a huge leap in G20, shedding the sitcom world for a high-pressure thriller. Serena is sharp and independent, and plays a key role in helping her mother survive the terrorist attack. Behind the scenes, Martin was excited to take on a role that pushed boundaries for young Black girls. "Representation is everything," she said in an interview. "Being in a film where the mom is the president and she's literally saving the world? That's huge." She brought a tech-savvy, strategic mind to Serena and worked closely with the creative team to make sure the character felt authentic and empowered, not just along for the ride. Then we have Anthony Anderson, who plays First Gentleman Derek Sutton, the president's husband. Known for his comedic chops, Anderson delivers a grounded performance that balances humor with heart. His chemistry with Davis was a major reason he got the role. Davis specifically requested him, citing their long-time friendship and shared history. "We laugh, we yell, we cry, he's like a brother," she said. That real-life connection translated beautifully to the screen, helping create a family unit that feels lived in and real, even in the middle of a global crisis. Anderson also brought his ideas to the character, embracing the rarely seen dynamic of a male spouse supporting a powerful woman in office. In interviews, he expressed how proud he was to be part of a film where gender roles were flipped and where Black love and partnership were front and center in a mainstream action movie. Another fun behind-the-scenes tidbit, Anderson and Martin reportedly kept things light on set, often joking between takes and keeping the mood upbeat, even during intense shoot days. Their off-screen bond made their on-screen family all the more convincing. Joining the cast as the CIA director is Julius Tenon, who also serves as co-producer of the film. Though he's Davis's real-life husband, Tenon keeps things strictly professional on set. His performance as a high-ranking intelligence official adds tension and realism to the film's political backdrop. And here's a cool fact for car lovers. The production's presidential limo, the Beast, wasn't just a random prop. It was actually lent to the film by Tyler Perry, who owns the vehicle. That connection to other major Black creatives behind the scenes speaks to how much support the film garnered from the wider artistic community. Together, the cast of G20 delivers a layered, collaborative performance that goes beyond just supporting roles. They're part of the emotional and strategic backbone of the story. G20 isn't just action-packed, it's got heart, thanks to Viola and a cast that brought their A-game every step of the way. Thanks for watching Collider. See you next time.